College student thinks she is attracting sex demons.
Oh no!
Dear Pastor, I am 26 and I work at a college library. I'm also a university student completing my bachelor's degree. I have a 3-year-old and I am a single parent. Unfortunately, I don't have any luck with men and I think this is a generational curse. I do whatever I have to do as a partner, but I just keep ending up with horrible men.
You're a victim!
I believe I am meant to be single. Also, I am a Christian. I was baptized when I was 10, but during my teenage years, I lost my way. However, I still attend church. I will recommit my life to God, but I do not want to make the same mistakes. Being a young mother, university student, working, and trying to keep my life together is very strenuous. Sometimes I feel as if I'm not doing enough. I know if I had help financially and emotionally, I'd be further along, but I am still grateful. I come from a very poor family and I want to change that. I don't get as much time to myself or to go out and enjoy my life. Others might see me and think I am doing great because I always try to look happy, but inside I cry a lot. I feel overwhelmed, alone, and at war with myself for the choices I make and for my inability to provide the way I want to. I rarely have time to do fun things with my daughter or even take her out. I am always working and studying. When I do get time on the weekends, I have to do laundry, cook, clean, and grocery shopping. Oftentimes I am too tired to do anything and I get irritated easily. I want to get a house or piece of land to build on because where I am living is not in a good condition. The National Housing Trust, NHT, doesn't give enough and I am afraid of taking out loans. I live with my mom and sister in a shaky board house. My mother and I are planning to join together to get an NHT loan, but the prices are high. I've been single for almost 3 years and I haven't had sex with anyone since 2020.
Stop the cap!
My last relationship was with my child's father. We broke up when she was 6 months old because he was becoming mentally and emotionally abusive. Sometimes I have a high sex drive and I need to pleasure myself. All I need is to stimulate my clitoris with my finger until I climax. However, I am concerned that my actions might be attracting sex demons onto myself as I am committing this sinful act. A few weeks ago I was on TikTok and I saw a pastor who offered prayers to people. So I asked for prayer for my family. He called himself a prophet. He told me that I was under attack by sex demons. I never mentioned anything to him about myself. This has weighed on my mind for quite a while. I still masturbate, but maybe once a month when I can't help it. What is your opinion and advice for both this issue and my life in general? Initial withheld.
Dear writer, I want to encourage you to do your best and not to condemn yourself. You are trying to do your best, you have made mistakes, but console yourself by reminding yourself that everybody makes mistakes. You are an intelligent young woman and you would have made better progress if you had help. Your child's father has not treated you well, but it was wise to leave him. He is not playing the role of a good father. But I want to encourage you to remain strong and to learn to make time for yourself. You do not seem to have good family support. If members of your family cannot help you by keeping your child sometimes, you need to ask a good friend to keep her for a day or so, and instead of doing your washing and cleaning on a weekend, employ someone to do these things for you. You probably would not be able to pay someone to assist you every week, but you should try to do so once every 2 weeks. Tell your mother about how you feel and ask her if she can keep your child occasionally. It is regrettable that this man who calls himself a prophet has helped to confuse you. Clearly, he is not a trained counselor. He is talking nonsense when he says that you are under attack by sex demons. The next thing that he would probably do is to tell you to send him some money to remove these demons. I hope that you will not keep in touch with him. I want you to know that it is quite normal for a person to experience the need for intimacy and sex. To deal with this, you masturbate. It would be wrong for me or anyone to condemn you for doing so. My prayers are with you. If your child's father is not playing his part in giving you money to help to support her, you should seriously consider taking him to family court. You should not support this child alone. Please, let me hear from you again. I will be praying for you. Pastor.
Darn guys, this writer is really going through it. I have to tip my hat off to her because to juggle work and study alone is immensely hectic, let alone being a single mother and having no time for herself. However, I have to point out that she did make a mistake by having a child for a man who is worthless.
Boo this man!
Some women say that they cannot know a man until after they have their child, but that is utter madness. Women are intelligent, and like Pastor said, this writer is an intelligent young lady, so she should have been able to tell if a man is genuinely family-oriented or just after her coochie. However, I also know that most women are proud of their child and we all make mistakes. So ladies, please ensure that you procreate with a man who will be there for you and will not abandon his child just because you and him fall out of good terms. Notably, a guy with money is not necessarily a good man, so choose wisely and remember that every choice has its consequences.
I don't want peace. I want problems, always!
As for the sex demons, being that the writer is under so much pressure as she is and having no time to go out, I understand why she would turn to masturbation as a quick fix to distress and even relieve her sexual tension. So, Pastor is right, the writer needs to make time for herself and do other things to distress, pray, and also get help with the baby. All these things will help reduce the pressure off of her, so she would be less likely to try to play with herself. I would also add that she could get someone she trusts and can rely on to be her accountability partner who will help her avoid indulging in masturbation. All in all, this writer is stumbling as we all do, so I hope she gets through this rough patch and gets her life together soon. But that's my few cents on the situation. What advice do you have for the writer? Have you ever resorted to pleasing yourself as she did to distress? What did you do to stop? While you think, let's check out the comment section.
First comment comes from Mike B. So, this is the type of people who get the chance to go to university nowadays.
What do you mean by that?
Wow. All the things she is complaining about, having to study, take care of her kid, cook, do laundry, clean, shop, etc., are things that every responsible adult has to do. So, please get over yourself, wake up and start realizing that you are a grown-up. There is no one who is going to do those things for you. You have to do them. There will come a time when you will have your degree and a job, and that will be two less things to worry about. There are just no shortcuts to success. About the self-pleasure again, you are an adult. You are not impacting anyone or yourself negatively, so, do you, pun intended.
Take his microphone and usher him out.
You cannot go by what people on social media say. No intelligent person should be doing that. In any case, you work in a library. That should at least give you some quiet time to get some studying done before you get to your daughter. You can do fun things with her at home, like reading a fun book, or help her put a puzzle together. Everything does not have to be about going out. You have to be practical. Leave the going out to enjoy life until after you get your degree and a good job. By the way, you can't complain about not being able to get as much time for yourself either. You made the decision to be the only parent the child is coming home to. It wouldn't be fair to the child to grant you your alone time. You see, these are the challenges adults face every day. Hopsterberry added, Pastor Aaron is correct. The prophet may want to come to Jamaica and have sex with her. Be careful because those Jamaican girls love money and he may bring gifts, promise this and that, then give you AIDS. LOL. Arawak replied to Hopsterberry, AIDS. Really? Be mindful of how you talk to people and bringing down something that horrific on this young lady. She has a daughter that needs her. Ennis Anderson also added, leave religion out of your life. Your soul is perfect and does not need to be saved. Listen to your inner voice and be guided by the quiet whispers of your soul.
Shut up your mouth, man.
Missy replied to Ennis Anderson, you need to repent and turn to Jesus. If you don't want to, it's okay, but don't encourage someone else to perish with you. Big Road commented, the incubus and succubus are sex demons which exist. As it is written, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Arawak also commented, Pastor is telling you foolishness, young lady. You're a 26-year-old woman, and you are in the most fertile years of your life. Allow me to offer you some better advice. Communicate with your child's father and ask him to share the responsibilities of caring for the child, even if it's just to take her on the weekend, so you can catch up on a few things. Or even go on a date. I don't understand why Jamaican women continue to make babies with men that aren't fit to be husbands and fathers.
You don't find that suspicious?
Go and talk to your OBGYN instead of these religious people. It is 100% to be naturally sexually active. And the last comment comes from Dewey, this young lady needs a good counselor. She seems to be suffering from depression. I hope Pastor can find her a good Christian counselor.
Well guys, that was an interesting story titled, Think I'm Attracting Sex Demons. Sadly, sexual addiction is a challenge many of us face, especially in our late teens and 20s. This is usually a means of escape for a lot of people, and I believe that the writer does it because she is stressed and alone. I hope and pray that she will overcome her sexual urges and find someone to help her out with her child. Anyway guys, please subscribe to the channel for more interesting stories like this and like it to widen its reach. Remember to share your advice or experience in the comment section. Thank you for watching, I'll catch you in the next one, love.